Then will be two topics about diencephalon actually, and one big topic about white matter or tracts of the central nervous system. We described them, we talked about them, but lately we have to collect all this information into one topic. And in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 class will be his concluded class about central nervous system. That for the spinal cord. I think that special class about meninges of brain and spinal cord, maybe we need it. It's, if you need it, we can provide such class. But more compound about meninges only what difference between dura mater spinal cord, dura mater of the brain. One such difference you learned at your previous term about venous sinuses. This together with the venous system, just repeat it. Paired sinus, unpaired sinus. You remember them? Can you call several of them? Sinuses, venous sinuses of the brain, of the skull. You learned it. Sphenoid. Sphenoparietal, but not sphenoid. You confuse with the air sinuses, paranasal. I asked about the venous sinuses. Sagittal superior, inferior, sinus cavernosus. You know it. You will have such question. The venous system of the skull, the head. And also dura mater of the brain has 4 projections, which we call processus. Is falx cerebri, falx cerebellum. All others for brain and spinal cord will be the same. Only one paper, okay? Last paper. Which one?
CD.
So, yes. Which is developed from last or anterior is bubble together with the diencephalon. You know that there are 3 of such them, posterior, middle and anterior. From posterior, medulla oblongata, pons, from middle midbrain we finish it, and stay only anterior one, diencephalon and diencephalon 2. What about diencephalon? Maybe this topic will be easier for you, because today we will not draw numerous different diagrams, only several of them. What you have to remember, diencephalon, like as all in others, has 2 surfaces, ventral and dorsal surface. But dorsal surface of the diencephalon consists of the 3 parts, which we call is thalamus or thalamen cephalon, then metathalamus and epithalamus. Ventral surface of the diencephalon we call is hypothalamus. So, it firstly about dorsal surface. We cut hemispheres of the big brain, we cut hemispheres of the cerebellum, and here we can see cross section of the frontal section of the thalamus. What is it? Another name of the thalamus is optic or vision tuberculum, like this one. Here. 2 structures which is consist of gray matter and have like as X shape. Thalamus has several surfaces. One surface we call as medial surface, and this medial surface form lateral wall for the third ventricle. So, and cavity of the diencephalon is third ventricle. Through aqueductus cerebri, third ventricle continues to the fourth. Today I describe midbrain like it's a skin of the midbrain. And this one, right, small. Aqueductus is triangular in shape. Substantia nigra, which is separate base of the pedunculus from tegmental part. Here I prepare for you pons, corpus trapezoidum. You can see lines such. Cross from one surface to another surface. Thalamus, what do you have to remember about this structure? Inside thalamus collect and through thalamus continues all types of the sense. Lately, when we were talking about different tracts like is vision tract, hearing tract, smelling tract, we always will come back to the thalamus. And this one diagram you have to keep it in your mind, because different nucleus of the thalamus will form subcortical centers for the different analyses. So, thalamus has several such groups of the nuclei. Anterior one, which has connections with the limbic system and mammillary bodies. And anterior group of the thalamus is subcortical center for smelling. Then posterior group of the thalamus is subcortical center for vision. You know two subcortical centers for our previous class. Can you call them? And lateral geniculate body. And from our today's class, you can say about one more is posterior nucleus of the thalamus. Then ventrolateral group of the thalamus is through this nucleus provide continuous tract, which we call is tractus thalamocorticalis. This part of the spinal thalamic tract. What the function for this tract? Spinal thalamic tract. Sensory, general sense, temperature, pain, pressure. And this one group of the nucleus for the general sense. Then median group. These groups for two types of the sense. Auditory, hearing, and vestibular. And these were two functions for one nerve, vestibular cochlear nerve, a nucleus situated in the one center. Another one, medial. We said many times difference between medianus and medialis. Don't confuse them. Medial group is integrate center for thalamus, and all types of them continues to have connections with the medial group. And lately, medial group also has connections with the limbic system and basal ganglion. Basal ganglion is gray matter of the diencephalon of our hemispheres. And all of these fibers continues to this integration center, and then have connections with the another structures of our central nervous system. So please remember about this diagram, about this scheme. If you will remember it, you can explain and call subcortical centers for all tracts, for vision, for hearing, for smelling, for vestibular, for all of them, about which we will talking together with the peripheral nervous system. Then another part of the dorsal diencephalon is epithalamus. What does mean epi? Above. Like as epidural space, where is above dura mater, between bones, vertebra or skull and dura mater. Epithalamus consists of several structures, which we call is habinule, trigonum habinule, and commissura habinule. Here we can see these structures. We call as habinule. You can notice these structures provide connections between thalamus and midbrain, because this structure is fixed to the lamina tecti. This one is lamina tecti, colliculus superior, colliculus inferior. Also to the habinule, epithalamus, we can apply one more structure, which we call as cerebral epiphyse or pineal gland. This is also part of the epithalamus. So this is just collection of the several structures. And one more part of the dorsal surface is metathalamus, about which in our previous class we talked. This is to geniculate body, lateral to colliculus, from colliculus superior for vision, middle from colliculus inferior, and here. Colliculus inferior, colliculus superior continues to these bodies. Colliculus inferior, superior, inferior, superior. What does mean meta? Behind. And they situated behind thalamus. Epithalamus, metathalamus. And one more part, one more structure of the diencephalon is hypothalamus. This one structure also is collection of the another several compartments. To the hypothalamus, we can apply, what is it? Chiasm opticum. Then to the hypothalamus, we can apply this structure is corpus mammillaris, mammillary bodies, which has connections with anterior group of the nuclear thalamus and limbic systems, osmelium. Then to the ventral, to the hypothalamus, we apply structure which we call as tuber cinerum. Anteriorly from corpus mammillaris, and one more part which we call substantia perforata. Very small. It's perforate. See? This also hypothalamus. Like this epithalamus include habinule, commissura habinule, trigonum habinule, epiphyse, cerebral epiphyse. This collection of the several structures. And hypothalamus also is connection of the several structures. How you can explain functions for them? Just separate. What the function for the corpus mammillaris, what the function for the chiasm opticum, and combine to one part which we call is hypothalamus. But what the problem can be about diencephalon? is walls for the third ventricle, because this more compound than walls for the fourth ventricle. And today you have to describe these walls, anterior, posterior, and all in others. And what else? I think that's all. What the questions do you have? What the questions? Oh,
Thalamus divided into 4 or 3.
thalamus.
Happy.
No, diencephalon divides into ventral and dorsal. Dorsal consists of thalamus, metathalamus, epithalamus. Ventral surface is hypothalamus. Thalamus, only this part, only this. This is thalamus. Questions. So today you have only one task about walls of the third ventricle. After this you can, for example, start learn diencephalon and prepare it. Or if you want, you can try learn and maybe answer. In the next class we start from YouTube. You can save several classes for your future it's revision of your exam if you want to go. Because today is a very small topic. I don't want to give you one more topic about diencephalon because it's topic and very hard. I think it will be better if we finish this one easy topic and after this and another class start a new topic. If you want, we can try to it. I can't say that you can be free when you finish walls of the third ventricle because you can finish 10 minutes. Can't do it. But for don't waste time, you can prepare this topic and answer. And we can save class for or do you want rest? If you have another, for example, classes today very hard, like it's histology or another, it's up to you. Okay, now you read about diencephalon. You, while you do it, you describe walls of the third ventricle. In several minutes I come back and you send me your what you decide. Okay?
Okay.